Airborne School cadre can be some of the most skilled and knowledgeable instructors in the Army. I paid a visit to these airborne experts and found out just how small their margin of error really is. During an airborne school drop, the aircraft flies at an average of 1,200 feet off the ground, and the average parachute will drop a student at 23.1 feet per second. In order to ensure that these students reach the ground safely, instructors, renowned as experts and referred to as black hats, train and inspect each and every student for proficiency before, during, and after they leave the ground.
These soldiers, their lives are in your hands. You need to make sure that they're properly trained to perform all airborne operations and ensure that they don't get injured or killed on the drop zone.
Meet Staff Sergeant Sean Boyd, or as these students know him. With extensive time jumping, he isn't just any TRADOC instructor. He's an airborne school cadre with the experience of a line unit and the desire to pass along his knowledge.
You get hurt, you gotta stay generally loose, right? So, chin down, right here. Stay loose right here. I actually get a lot of satisfaction. I know a lot about airborne operations. I've been jumping for approximately 10 years. So I feel if I am gonna be in TRADOC anywhere, I'd rather be able to train people in what I know most. Okay, that's how much you need to shift. Get yourself off balance. Do not make yourself lay down on the ground.
This job isn't just about instruction, which is important. It's also about safety.
Kick it over. Kick it over, guy.
And there are a lot of steps between here and the aircraft.
You gotta count, Airborne. Do it right. Go do it again. It's your job as a black hat, SR and Airborne, to ensure that they properly do parachute landing falls, they properly learn the techniques to exit, they properly learn and execute their 5 points of performance. If 1 point of performance is not executed properly, it could cause injury or, in worst case scenario, even death.
With his knowledge and skills, Staff Sergeant Boyd ensures the safety and proficiency of each and every student he instructs and stands behind it with confidence because he's held accountable should that student make a mistake, even after they leave Airborne School.
Let's say the student leaves Airborne School here and it goes to the 82nd Airborne Division, and his first couple of jumps there he gets seriously injured or even killed on the drop zone. The investigation comes all the way back here to Airborne School where they want to see all the grades that specific student had when it comes down to parachute landing falls, exiting the tower. They want to see everything. We have to hold the grade sheets for a minimum of 2 years. Being
a black hat requires a lot of knowledge, patience, long hours, and hard work. But the proof is in the results.
I'm going to tell you how to push back. Do 2 step forward, 2 short, 1 short. Seeing the students go from nothing, not knowing anything about airborne operations, and when you see them out on the drop zone and you know that you train them to properly do it and you watch them do it properly. I take a lot of pride in my job, being a black hat, but being in TRADOC, there's no better place to be other than here at the 507th Airborne School.
Sergeants airborne across Fort Benning ensure the safety and instruction of our Sky soldiers. And so we will continue our series highlighting the hard-working black hats as they continue with the coming weeks of Airborne School.
Come on, keep going, hurry up.